Hello fellas, welcome to another exciting episode of 16-Bit Gym. Yesterday and today as well was Pixeldays, which is the largest convention in the Benelux and probably the best. It's basically 3 times the size of most of the other conventions, and it's jam-packed with retro. Insane quality, insane stock. You can say about the French what you want, but they do love their retro games and they do import a lot. The music you hear in the background is something I got, was a gift from Matty. It's like the single to Black Star, the French version, of course. Sadly, it was mint fresh, but in my car it got a little ding, which is a shame. So I went to this convention with the idea I'm gonna buy awesome stuff, Neo Geo games, things like that. I saved my Christmas money, I saved my birthday money, I sold some Macintoshes you saw from the retro day. I made some decent money on some of those Macintoshes. I didn't sell them all, I kept some. I've been selling my Wii U collection on the internet. So I had like 750 euros that I could spend. And I was also there as a stand holder. I don't know, that's not the correct word, I guess, as a seller. So, and I made about 300 euros selling some games. So, you see the quality of stuff I bought. We'll explain, that's why I explained the money situation in advance. So, the first thing I bought was this Japanese copy of Hellfire, which is one of my favorite Genesis or Mega Drive shoot 'em ups. I have the PAL copy loose. I had it since 2006 or something. I found it in a thrift store, but I saw this copy mint and complete. It's really gorgeous. It was 40 euros, which seems like an okay price. I see on eBay a lot of more expensive copies, and this wasn't the second, but was early in the morning still. I have it as well loose. This is a PAL copy of Super Aleste. In the USA you call this game Space Megaforce, and it's probably my favorite and most played Super Nintendo game, so I really wanted a boxed copy. It has here a little bit of like a price label that was ripped off or something. To be honest, the guy was asking 55. I said, would you do 50? And he said, yeah, sure, no problem. And I was like, okay. And I think that's a pretty good deal. I think it normally goes for a lot more money. More money. Then, during the day, I will show this all in sequence. I bought some shit SNES games just because I need to up the collection. So Beethoven, I don't know if this even will be playable. It's by High Tech Expressions. They're not really known for the great games. With this guy I bought several and I got a bundle deal. The prices are still on there. But Ren and Stimpy Show, Vidiots, and this one, yeah, those 3, and I think I got like a €5 discount. This is, I do believe I have the USA version of this. This is Dino City. But it's such a lovely cover art. I couldn't resist. And then 2 games. One, I think I made a mistake. Doomsday Warrior. It's a one-on-one fighting game. And at the same booth, this was only €5. That was 20. This was 5. Super Robot Wars, I think it is, but I was kind of hoping it was a Grand Battle game. Obviously it isn't. So yeah, that's a strategy game. Oops, I'll probably never play. Then they were also still setting up, but I saw this was also a person just getting rid of their collection. And and I saw one game, and I was just, okay, I need this one. It's KO Flying Squadron, a very expensive Mega CD or Sega CD title here in Europe. Like new, I mean, you can see it's barely ever been touched. It also still has like the spine card, which for some reason they did here in Europe. Normally we don't have spine cards for CD-based systems, but for the Mega CD they added spine cards. I also have one for Robo Aleste, so I think it's kind of cool that I have like the really great games that I really love with a spine card. This one was 250. I also picked up Wonder Dog, and they made a bundle deal for 270 or 280, so it was a tough nut to crack, but I cracked it anyway, and I love it. This, sadly, I found out it also has a PAL release, but I was drawn to the box and didn't know the game. Super Pinball Behind the Mask, but it's just Super Pinball here in Europe. I never played this version, so yeah, pretty cool. I love pinball. That was 15. And then there were a lot of Neo Geo games, and there were a lot of Neo Geo games that were super overpriced. I was selling some myself, like the early titles that I had doubles of, like Fatal Fury 2, Fatal Fury Special. I was asking 60 euros a piece. Some other guys were asking 150 a piece for the same game. So it's insane, you know. It's like that. Those really aren't that valuable games. I mean, back in the day, like even 5 years ago, you could get those games for like 20, 15 euros. So asking 150 for it is just silly. I doubt they sold any. And when I did my first tour, I returned to our booth, and just across us was this guy. Like, he had the best stuff, Neo Geo wise, PC Engine wise, you name it, it was there. And I saw one game that I really wanted to have, 8-man, and I asked him how much, and he said 400, and I was like, I'll pay that. And I was like checking out the game. It's not mint, but it's in okay shape. The manual, the cartridge is perfect. The manual, however, is rough. It has been read by somebody. I don't know why you would read a manual. I never really read manuals. But you see, it has been, read. It also has a cool sticker on the back. So he made me an offer, and I thought I was actually already agreeing to that price, and I made him an offer of 350, and he said 370, and I budged. So yeah, happy birthday to me, I guess. I'm super happy with this game. And now I know you're all thinking, it's so expensive, why do you buy these expensive games? Well, I'm just selling modern games, and I'm not using my money that I actually worked for the family. And I can now sell my MVS copy for like 200, so it's all good. This one came from my buddy David. I actually still don't know how much I need to pay for it. Crazy Taxi 2. Very lovely copy. Perfect, pristine. I assume it's from his own collection, from David, because it looks perfect. It looks like it has been put on the shelf 20 years ago and nobody ever touched it again. I assume that is also the case. Very happy and lovely to have that in my collection. Where we at? Oh yeah. The guys from Broke Studio were there as well. I always forget the name of. They have made this amazing Cursed Night, amazing Mega Drive Genesis title. And apparently they also do a lot of publishing for the NES. And I've heard a lot of good stuff about Micro Mages, which is like a multiplayer platform game. I believe you can play it with 4 people. I'm not sure. But apparently it's really awesome. So I picked up a copy. These were 45 apiece. And I asked the guys behind the booth, well, are you programmers or designers? Did you design any of these games? And what the one dude says about the other, well, he programmed that game. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll pick up that game and I want you to sign it for me. So I picked up this one, Twin Dragons. It also looks very cool. Yeah, that's a code for the ROM file. So I'm gonna put my finger over it. And as you can see, I asked him to sign it, pour Thomas. So for Thomas, that's me. My real name isn't 16 Bichum. And at Pixeldays 2023, Antoine. So I'm really stoked actually about this, like having a copy signed by a programmer. And apparently it's a very good game. Still need to check it out. Then by the end of the day, I still had some money left. Like I believe I was around 200 euros, but you get just tired of purchasing, you know. I already felt excited by all the stuff I had. I really didn't need anything more. But then I saw this game. Naturally, it's actually a European game, so it's kind of silly to buy the Genesis version, but you just don't see Cosmic Spacehead a lot. It's missing its manual, but it was only 20. So I thought, yeah, 20, I'll pick it up. I've wanted this game for quite a while, so I'm happy with that. And there was one more game. Well, I'll first show you this. There wasn't a lot of toys, but I did manage to find one turtle, scale head or some scale tail. A really cool looking snake character. I don't know him from the episodes, but normally he has like a tongue sticking out that's broken off. But he was 10 euros, and that's pretty cheap for this figure. So it's actually also one of the first times I seen this laying about. So finally, I was debating this. I thought they were asking a lot for this game, and apparently afterwards I should have just bought it on eBay, because you can get it cheaper shipped to my house than I paid for it. And that is Splattermaster, a side-scrolling action game in the style of Splatterhouse, of course. It's 3D, of course. I paid 65, and I can easily get it online for 50. So it's a shame, but you win some, you lose some. I don't feel like looking up prices the entire time. So yeah, that's it for my pickups from Pixeldays, which is basically the coolest convention in the Benelux. I will turn around this Black Star single for you guys. It's basically the best convention, and I really like the idea of saving up my money and just going there and spend while I'm there, because now I get games that I really like instead of scrounging about at thrift stores with games I don't really like or don't really want. So I'm super happy. Hope you guys I'll made a couple of minor clips, but I'm really bad at filming at these conventions, because you start filming and people are watching like, why are you filming me? And I'm like, ooh, sorry. So, and when I'm too excited at booths, I forget to film. Like, I saw this amazing Sega Nomad. It's probably the first time that I held one in my hands. They wanted 300 for it, and I thought to myself, well, if I still sell enough, I'll go pick it up, because I didn't want to use any other money. And yeah, in the end I didn't sell anything anymore, or at least not enough to to make me 300. So yeah, I didn't pick up the Nomad, but I'm sure my day will come that I find a Nomad at a decent price. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoyed listening to the Black Star soundtrack, and catch you guys later. Bye.